Alrighty, here we are back at the ship, guys. Just before we disembark onto the Hope, and we're going to go through with the game as intended and not do the dumb secret ending this time. Let's go. Okay. Now, I'm not going to bother picking up too many things and looting. I think I mentioned earlier that I probably would still do it, but I'm actually just pretty keen to get through this, guys. Not because I don't enjoy the game anymore, just because I'm just excited, as I've mentioned several times already. Let's just exit that.
Something about waking a derelict ship puts me on edge, Captain.
Alright, so make sure you interact with that. If you want to go that way and chat to that guy, if you need XP, you can do a speech check on him to get past him. Otherwise, we can come around here. If you need XP, you'll get XP just for opening that. Now, the only thing... Oh, see, I can't help myself. I'm picking stuff up even though I just said I wasn't going to. But there was something that may come in handy if... So let's just take all that. If you haven't got any alcohol on you, let's check if we have. Okay, we've got a little bit of alcohol. You can use that to up some of your personal attributes if you don't have enough persuade and stuff like that, that we might need a little bit later on in this playthrough, guys. I'll take these, why not? I can't help it. I cannot help it. Alright, but see, now we're behind him and he won't stop us. If you try and walk past him from the front of him, he has a little something to say to you. We're just going to go the same way we went last time.
I wish I could do that.
Well, you can't, Pav. You're not as clever as me. Alright. Let's do the same speech check with this guy. Just gonna skip through it here, guys. There we go. Attach the communications.
I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now.
Back this way.
To play a new suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge.
And up here.
File not found.
Yeah. Typical file not found, eh? Okay. Okay, so this time, don't take any Adreno time. Or Adrena time? What is it? I can't remember. Not important. Alright, comms. Patch Ada through.
Yes, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer.
Yep, we already got that. Alright, I'm ready to skip the Hope.
Sure.
Yep. Alright, skip the Hope. We won't get the dumb options this time.
Jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Alright, do it.
Oh no. Captain, don't do this. I ain't dying on a fucking ship. I'm gonna die in the dirt like we're meant to.
Calm down, Nyoka.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with any...
Yes, I do.
That is what my captain intends. Yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
That's fine.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
No, we won't.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, we didn't hit the sun this time by the look of it. Here we go. We're right next to Phineas's lab. In the rings of Terra 2.
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Perhaps we should.
Oh. I feel like I've been turned inside out. Let's not do that again.
Yeah, one thing I didn't put in my note. I can't remember if we can fast travel to the ship from here. Let's check. Whoop. No, we can't. Alright, we're going to make our way back to the ship. Shouldn't be a problem. Except we may have to overcome another speech challenge. It'll only be a level 1.
I don't recognize you. Are you new here?
Yep. I'm brand new here. You probably shouldn't be talking to me. Corporate doesn't like us socializing on duty.
I'm just trying to make sure you belong here.
Yep, quiet. Yep, and I'm just looking out for you.
Yeah, you're definitely new here.
Oh, yep. Okay, back to
I
work.
don't want any trouble out of you.
Sorry, I'll be on my way. Let's go. Yeah. Do I go? Yeah. Back down the elevator. I think it's back this way, isn't it? Oh yeah. Here we go. Let's run for it. Run. Alright, back to the ship. Okay, we're gonna head over to Phineas's lab now.
Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Oh, here we go.
Thanks for all you warned me. I was able to get some defenses up, but they might not be enough. The board has sent some serious firepower to pry me out of here. They're trying to get in here, and I'm not sure I can stop them. If they capture me, if we can't communicate again, there's something very important you need to remember.
And that is?
All their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me. I'll never...
Okay, something about pigs.
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the Orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible?
Correct.
How can I be of assistance?
Well, you can shut up and let me get to
See you soon, Captain.
the navigation terminal. How about that? Alright, let's go.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's Orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Shush, that's what I think. We are hungry, are we? Yes, we are a little... Oh, well, we're having withdrawals. We're not actually hungry. Okay, but we'll eat. Just in case. Let's have an apple. Yum. And what about a tiny little drink? One of those, sure. Okay. And out we go. Okay, guys, got to be ready for a little bit of a battle here. Probably could have upgraded our guns if we had a thought of that before I disembarked, but we should be fine. Okay, get ready. Now, I might leave the girls like here somewhere. And see if we can get some... Oh, I was too slow. Too busy talking. See if we can get a sneak kill or something before we go out there. Pow. Dude. Dude, how many headshots? Alright, hang on. No fair. Gotcha, buddy. Haha, you too. Oh, reloading. No fair. Oh, he doesn't want any. Oh, I missed. Yeah. He did not want any. Yeah, why not loot him? Just for old time's sakes, you know? Alright, is that all of them? Looks like all of them. Alright, let's read this. Oh, he's been evicted or something? No. Arrested. Okay. Pause the video. I can't remember what it says. But what I do remember is that he said something about... Oh, these are all the defenses. He said something about pigs. Just keep that in mind. Okay, the game's telling us to go to this terminal. We can hack it if we've got 90 hack. Personal files. Alright. Oops. Yeah, pause the video if you want to read that. Oop, hang on. There's the top. There's the bottom. Final entry. There's the top. There's the bottom. Alright, open panel. Okay, now if you don't have high enough hack, but obviously if you're following along, we need that hacking for something else. That's not why we raised our hack. And I normally haven't raised it by the time I come here, so I wasn't prepared for that to be a hack. I was going to show you that we needed a key card for this terminal, guys. That key card is here, inside this pig. Hence the hint of the pig. Now, head in through this door. And I believe that terminal opens up that hole in the wall right there. Now, we'll just, not much point in looting. And we get the Tartarus nav key. That is the board's big, like it's a space station or a planet that is a prison. Can't remember, is it a planet? I think it's a planet. Or a moon or a meteorite. We're about to find out either way. Anyway, that will let us land on Tartarus and go and deal with the board / rescue our old mate Phineas, hopefully, if we can. Okay. Get all the goodies if you want to. Really doesn't matter. A few extra little bits and pieces. And let's go back to our ship. A few more bodies you can loot if you want. Can't help myself, can I? You guys know it. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Alright. Back to the ship. Oh, did I miss this guy? I did. Okay, now before going to Tartarus, we're not going to do it, but if you want to, you can go and like sell everything you don't need, make some money and spend it all on tinkering your weapons to get ready for one last assault, but we're not going to need to, guys. Okay, we are going to travel...
Captain,
oh.
It appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet.
She called it a planet.
The crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concern.
Ah, yes, of course. Look at our crew.
Phineas got himself taken to Tartarus. That's usually a one-way trip.
Not this time.
I never got to know Doc Wells.
Well, hopefully.
Friends or crew. But he's still one of us. He's the reason the boss is up and walking right now. We can't just leave him to die in Tartarus.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
We can't abandon Phineas. We have to free him if we've any hope of saving the colony.
I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Oh, yeah.
Getting in is the...
She has little faith.
It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
Yeah, I'm with you, Felix.
You should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
That's the game warning us that we might want to do any side missions we haven't already done. We're doing it, everyone. Strap in. You can ask some other questions.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
That's right, Ali.
Got my trusty tossball stick. Got my ass-kicking boots.
Haha.
I'm ready, boss.
Your ass-kicking boots. I like it.
Outstanding.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Correct.
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Thanks, Sam.
On your command, Captain.
Okay. Wow. Oh, where am I going? Back this way. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright. We are going to head down. We're not tired, so I'm not going to have a sleep. I am going to check our gear. We are going to repair. All equipped. Yep. I'm going to tinker probably this as much as I can, I think. Oh, it's very expensive though. Now let's just tinker this. It's not as... Oh, yeah. Otherwise we won't get many tinkers done. Ooh, we can't do that, but we can do this. Let's do it. Why not? Like I said, if you want to go sell everything and do some more tinkering, you can, but we don't really need to. Okay.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering.
Okay, guys, now I just realized a couple of videos ago we picked up the well-dressed item that we need to grab an achievement. And it's actually going to come in handy for this part as well. But first thing I want to do is actually grab the nice hat or whatever it's called out of here. Okay, exit there. What we're going to do is grab the achievement for wearing the nice hat and the, what's it called? Chimera? I don't know how you actually pronounce that word. But we're going to put that on. And then we're going to put on the nice hat. Like that. That'll give us that achievement, guys. Very important. Now, I hope you are following along. Because we're about to, I guess, leave. Like I said, we're going to pass the point of no return. But we are going to get a speech check. And it's very important for passing this next area a lot simpler than what it could be. We need to have 100 persuade. And you'll see here, we currently have 118. We're getting heaps of bonuses from the Chimera and the nice hat. Okay, I've actually gone way above what we actually need. We're also going to want 100 lockpick. So I am going to put 18 points into lockpick. Do that now. There we go. Accept that. And we are going to dress like this as we go down here and interact with the computer. What I would do here is a manual save. So do that now. And once you've done that save, guys, head over to the terminal and choose Tartarus. Now it is going to remind us that this is the point of no return. And you can see that it says if there's anything you want to do before you enter the prison, do it now before you cross the point of no return. Yes. Would I like to save? No, because I just did. And yes, I am sure.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution.
Well, we better not get caught then.
Electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
Okay, that's all for now.
Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am...
And this is important. This is why we need
authority now.
the 100 persuade level.
Spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
Oh, no thanks. Wait, this isn't Terra 2? My mistake, I'll just leave.
Your ship is not permitted to leave until you remit payment for your fines and submit yourself to execution.
Not happening, bro.
Only after your smoking corpse is thrown from an airlock will we lift the lockdown on your
He's
spacecraft.
talking tough.
Captain, I would not recommend this course of action.
Yeah, me either. Alright, persuade. Oh, it says we only needed 86. Now, I have seen that say 100 guys. Again, I am not sure. I've said this a few times during the walkthrough. Not sure what that really means, but as long as you're at 100, it can't go higher than that. So, and we are even further. We are higher than that, but the needed value can't be higher than that. Alright. Hey, how do I know you're a real officer under that helmet? Show me your biometric ID.
Alright. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the ID of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die.
Idiot.
Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock.
Another ship?
Wait, is that from the groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that, just...
We have a few people coming to help.
Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge.
Here we are. That is an ID for us to get around Tartarus
I request
with our disguise, guys.
On your return.
Excellent. Alright. And it is time to leave. We're just going to leave the nice hat and the kimura on just for our extra dialogue, although we don't really need it. And before we leave, we are going to eat and... Oh, we need to sleep and eat and drink. I don't know why sleeping makes you not hungry anymore. It's very strange. Or were we not hungry enough? We were just having hunger withdrawals, possibly, actually. Silly me. I'll be quiet now. Alright, let's have something like that. And one of these. And one of those. Perfect. Out we go. Okay, once on board here, as soon as we cross this line, we are going to be in the disguise we just got from that guard, from that conversation on that computer. Now, the battle that happens here is because we've got good reputation with different factions. They have arrived to help us. Now, we don't need any of this. I'm just going this way to get up here. We do not have to get involved in this battle at all. We can just go straight past these guys and in here and make it to this elevator without needing any speech checks. Down we go.
Keen on walking into a prison. They lock me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
This might be the loneliest place in the whole system.
I don't know about that. There's probably a whole lot of good people locked up here together. Maybe they're having a party. Alright, out this way.
Let's look around. There's gotta be a few ways through here.
Down here. Out here. And we want to head up there, which we will do. We're going to turn here. We're going to jump over this. Drop down here. Moving slowly to hopefully not need too many speech checks, guys. Head to this back right hand corner. Call this. Now I'm just a bit curious if this guy's going to see me. No, he didn't. Up we go. How did you girls get there? Head this way. Can do some selling, some tinkering if you want in there. In we go. Okay, we've got the disguise in effect. Gonna head through here. Don't need anything from in here. Open up here. Just move slowly past these guys. Now we do want to go up there, but before we do that, we're going to head out this way. And we're going to go and grab a password for a terminal a little bit later on. Not too far away, but heading through here. And under here, it is the password number 3, Borst. We only need 1. There's going to be 3 passwords on a particular terminal. Now I'm going to sneak back to that elevator. Yeah, there's going to be 3 passwords on this terminal. We only need 1 because we have 100 hack skill. Now let me just walk. We want to sneak if we can. If we get caught, we get caught. It's not super important. I'm going to sneak behind this guy. You can literally just run past him. Oh, he nearly saw me anyway. And that bot might see me if I'm not careful. And we're going to head up here. And someone's going to see us as we make our way past these guys. Anyway,
Stellar base counting on us.
Let's just pass the speech check
You
here.
here. I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
I was hired to test your security procedures. Congratulations, you passed.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your vigilant service. Carry on.
Yes, sir.
These are not the droids you're looking for. So now they're not going to fight us, they're going to fight someone else. Head into here. Run past these 2. Should be able to make it past them. And then through this door. And we should be able to make it to this door here. And then we're good. No one should be able to see us here. Hopefully these 2 are in. Yep, good. Talk to the chairman.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Ah, I knew I smelled Monarch when you lot walked in. The stench of sulfur, depression, and desperate bravado is unmistakable.
Keep talking, you'll be smelling iron. Ain't nobody so important I won't put a bullet in.
Yeah, you tell him,
When you
Neoka.
go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
Alright, it really doesn't matter what we say here. I just want to do the best dialogue options that I feel are appropriate. Get out of my way, Rockwell.
I'm not in your way, you dullard. You talk to me. You want to go die in a blaze of glory? Be my guest.
Yeah.
Besides, I don't know what you think you're doing here, but Sophia's doing good work up there with Phineas. Your efforts will be in vain.
Oh, you'll see, buddy. Phineas would rather die than cooperate.
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
It's a lie.
It's PR. It's for the best, really. Believe me, the good people of Byzantium don't want to know what goes on here.
That's the problem, mate. Byzantium's not the only people in the colony.
The last thing anybody needs right now. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
Hey, what's your tone with me?
Which is more than you can say.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
I wouldn't have to do it if you'd be more cooperative about all this.
Oh, right. This coming from the psychopathic outlaw. Yes, I'll try to be more open-minded about your path of wanton dissent. We don't need your help.
With your resources and some of the folks on the Hope, we could do a lot.
I'll admit, there's no shortage of talent and scientists and engineers there. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your...
Oh, we're not joining the board, buddy. That's not how it's going to work. You're damn right you will. Otherwise, I'm coming for you next. And we can just continue through here, guys. And up this elevator. From here, make sure you turn right or head in this direction anyway.
MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but
Oh, Sanja! It's Sanja and the MSI have come to help us as well. Funny thing is, we never needed the help. And up the elevator.
This is nice. Calm before the storm.
I think I got shot.
Never comes to
Let's just heal.
I'm just real glad to know you.
I have no idea how that happened. And let's talk to Sophia on these monitors.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've been working with Dr. Wells from the beginning. When we moved to arrest him, he was prepared. I lost good soldiers in the attempt. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
It's over, Sophia. Stand down.
I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm aware of your diplomatic talents, Captain. You have a gift for manipulation, but I warn you, I'm no easy mark. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy.
And you're going to do your duty or die trying. I get it. Let's move it along.
Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony.
Good luck. Not gonna happen. Which one was it? Don't test me, Sophia. It's bad for your health.
I'm aware of your propensity for violence. Halcyon is a bloodier place because of you. You were one of my finest agents once. I don't want to destroy you. Turn yourself in, and I may yet show clemency.
I'm going to rescue Phineas, and I'm going through you if I have to.
I had a feeling you'd say that. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain.
We'll see about that.
And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
So as I said, guys, this can be really, really hard on Supernova difficulty. This boss fight was super hard on normal difficulty, but because of the way we've chosen to play, and if you've been following along, we are going to take out this boss, this guy here. He's the automechanical warden. His name is Ram, or R-A-M. We are not going to actually have to fight him. If you've got 100 lockpick, you can get through here.
Yeah, got some nimble fingers, Captain.
If you really want to fight him, there's some weapons in here that might help. I'll pick them up, but we don't need them. I am going to quickly have a bite to eat just to make sure we're ready for any skill checks. I could see that we were having hunger withdrawals. And let's just make sure we're not thirsty. This may even give us another boost of something else. Let's see. If we hack this, it says you need 91. I think, depending on what we've just eaten and drank, that may affect that. You may sometimes need 100, but there's definitely a hack check in here that requires 100 hack, which is why we have that. You can also, if you've only got 90 hack, you can designate him as a hostile intruder. and then a whole heap of bot drones will come out and attack him. But 9 times out of 10, and I believe I've done it about 10 times, he wins that fight. They do take some health off him. I have seen him lose that fight and then not need to do this, but we're going to do this. We're going to access the RAM override menu. We are going to attempt the shutdown sequence. We're going to use 100 hack to bypass the first password. Now you can find that during this this mission. I just didn't bother because we've got the hack. Same with the second password. We didn't grab that. We're going to bypass that. But we did grab the third. It wouldn't let you do any more bypasses. So you need to get one of the 3 passwords. We got the third. Found it sort of easiest sort of on our route that we decided to take. Pop the password in. Exit the computer. The bot shuts down. Or the boss. In we go. Make sure you loot the body. We need that key to get up to Phineas, which is this door here. In we go. Make sure you're ready for a quick fight if you need to, depending on how your conversations have gone with Sophia, that is. Okay, it's up further, isn't it? Up here. Open up. Here we go. Kaboom! Easy peasy. Not really a boss fight, her. Let's see, what do you got? A chairman's key. And we need that here probably. Can't remember actually. Turn that on. Use that. And here we go.
You don't know how glad I am to see you.
Yeah, no worries, buddy.
You did the right thing. Akana
Of course.
was a monster. Her death was much deserved and long overdue.
Agreed.
And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
Okay. Are you kidding? The board never stood a chance against me.
All in a day's work for you, huh? You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Oh, great. And I was just about to pop open some drinks and celebrate.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing.
Uh-oh.
2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
Yes, Pav, were you not just
I'm
listening?
afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We
don't know that, though.
My friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Right, we better get started then.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds. And then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you.
Than you
What do
mean?
say, old friend?
Not me.
Will you help us?
Alright. Alright, you can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonists.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, You have my support.
Why, thank you,
We're
Phineas.
not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
All right. Hey, there we go. Supernova difficulty complete, guys.
But the strange
that was fun.
was an unplanned miracle.
And we get the achievement for beating it on hard because of the stack.
His actions altered.
What a sound too.
The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater.
I really like this bit,
She and her
guys.
followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a
yuck.
source of fertilizer. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the Lifetime Employment Program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon?
I do now.
Mr. Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. Chairman Rockwell served as the public face for the changes in Halcyon to come. Whenever you needed strings pulled or a voice to sell a policy change, Rockwell was only too happy to oblige. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his Orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Alright guys, there we go. I want to say a very, very, very big thank you to everyone who has watched the series, whether it just be this video or the entire series, guys. Thank you so much. It's been awesome, but it is not over. There's more videos to come. I'm still working out whether to do the speed run of the secret ending. I think we will do a video for that. And then we've got to do another playthrough, which is also going to be a somewhat speed run, where we pick up the remaining achievements, guys. So more on that in the next video, guys. In the meantime, thanks again. Make sure you post a comment, subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and I will catch you all next time.